So now we have the Caesar wrap that we're still selling about 75 to 90 a day, and this mega mozzarella at the same time. I mean, tickets are like 5 mega mozzarellas and 6 Caesar wraps. And I'm like, okay, sure.
Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I'm your host, Sean Waltrip. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We believe that every business needs to be digital first, especially in 2026. We also believe that every business is in the hospitality business, whether they know it or not. We started this crazy podcast back in 2017. As a restaurant owner, I had a belief that I wasn't alone. I know it's a crazy belief, but when you get into this restaurant business, you spend so much time in the four walls of your business that you forget that there are other entrepreneurs, business owners that are facing the same types of challenges that we face every single day. We started the show by asking for help, getting other people on that were great storytellers, great entrepreneurs, great restaurateurs, great technologists. And I'm so happy that today I get to meet a new friend. Her name is Julia Tinajero, Basilico Italiano, Concord, North Carolina. Welcome to the show, Julia.
Thanks so much.
I am so excited to have you on. We believe so much in storytelling. Obviously, if we've been podcasting this long and making videos that no one saw, no one cared about, but now we have the opportunity to connect with restaurateurs, honestly, all over the globe. What you guys are doing in Concord, North Carolina is something that we hope every restaurant on earth learns. So I'm really excited to talk about your story so that you can share the secrets of how you guys are growing, the vulnerabilities of how hard it is. Tell us a little bit about the Basilico Italiano story. Let's start there.
Yeah. So back in 2017, Basilico came about. My dad actually is a singer, and he does gigs around town. And he was the first artist here. Within weeks, he was like, "Hey, I'm going to buy into this restaurant. I think it's a great idea." And I said, "I think that's a really bad idea." That's a terrible idea. But he did it. And he had never worked a restaurant job ever in his life. He was just going to do the books, or so he thought. Fast forward a little bit, me and my sisters came here to help serving, things like that. The look of fear and frustration and just failure in his eyes, like, killed my soul. So I had always worked in restaurants just as a server, though. And I came on, became a manager. And then in 2019, I joined ownership with him. It was kind of up in the air if we were going to leave it to some other owners or if we were going to keep it. And I called him on the phone. I was like, "Hey, like, I really believe in this place and what we're doing. And like, I would really like to keep it. So can I join ownership with you?" And he was like, "Really?" So I did. And it's been a wild ride. So I've been an owner since January of 2019, and it's just been super fun.
So one of the things, we're going to put links to your TikTok handle, your Instagram, your Facebook. You do a phenomenal job sharing what it's like a day in the life of a restaurant owner. You share the successes, you share the viral moments, which we'll get into. But more importantly, you in one of your videos, one of your pinned videos, you say restaurant industry isn't for the weak. We have a lot of restaurateurs that listen to this that are looking to, find secrets, find profit margins, keep the doors open. We have a deep belief. You wouldn't get into this business if you were a pessimist. We are all optimists. Bring me in to the beginning of once you took that jump off and said, career path. I'm going to go in. I'm going to help my father. I believe. To your point, I believe. What made you believe?
I just believed in everything that we stood for and putting out into the community. Like it's our family recipes. It's, we just love sharing that part of it. We love bringing where we come from on Long Island, like that type of food down here, because we don't really see that too much in Concord, North Carolina. And then also I just believed in the community that we had built. The people around us truly became like a second family to us. And someone's at my phone.
Fantastic.
We're close today. We're close today. We get this a lot. But I just believed in everything that we were building, and I knew it was going to be so much more than it was back in 2019. We struggled real bad, like up until we're always struggling, but we struggled pretty bad. And there was a lot of hurdles and a lot of obstacles, and just adjusting and adapting to the times. But I came from business ownership since I was 18 years old. I had a wedding photography business. I started my LLC right when I was 18, and I did that for 11 years. So I kind of knew what it took to get a business going, and it was kind of like a challenge. I wanted to make sure it took off the way I knew it should.
In the beginning, in one of your videos, you mentioned that you started posting on TikTok in 2020. You got 1,500 views, and you felt like it was a viral moment. Bring me back to the beginning of posting on, not just on TikTok but Instagram. I mean, short form video. Let's start there. Yeah.
Well, back when I was a wedding photographer, obviously sharing photos was my thing, and back then videos weren't the thing, So I started posting like these little videos of like putting together. I think that first, what I thought was a viral video was an eggplant stack that we were making, and I put a cute little sound over it. It had the hearts falling on it and everything, and it was just fabulous. But I remember I was like, oh my gosh, those 1,500 views, that's a lot of people, And I still think that way, but now our videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views, and I'm like, that's a whole nother audience, more than we can fit in our dining room. And it's just incredible that the reach that social media can give you. I lost track of the question.
I mean, bring me it. The problem, I think, I spend so much time talking to restaurant owners and small business owners about the power of social media and the power of sharing your story, even though it's not perfect, sharing the bad parts about your day, the hard parts, the challenging, not just the successes. So many people, they see social media and they see viral videos, or now that you guys are starting to have success, they go, well, that's what they want. And they're scared to start where nobody's watching, where 76 people watch a video. And like, if you think about it, 76 people is a lot of people. Like, I go and I speak at conferences, and like, if there's 20 people in the audience that are engaged and they want to hear what you have to say, 20 people is a lot of people to care what comes out of your mouth. So, it's tough because we live in this world where you compare others, instead of just learning the craft of how do you tell your story in your voice and what makes you excited to do it every single day, but to get a little bit better, because like your videos have gotten so much better from where you first started, right?
Mm-hmm. No more hearts falling, which is good. But yeah, I think just sharing the day to day, even if you get just a few views, it's really fine. Like, you're going to move on to the next video, and that one might do better. And who knows who's going to see it in a week or two, or, but I believe in like just being super transparent. I think that's gotten us really far with our community. Like, if we do have a bad day, I just jump on. I'm like, hey, like, we had a really tough time. We had a tough week, and we're going to get better. And these are the steps I'm going to take to make it better. And anytime I post a video like that, I get nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, people are going to be like, stop complaining or stop whatever. But it's always gotten really good feedback, and people like seeing that we're human, and, we make mistakes and we're trying to grow from them. Like, I think that's gotten us really far.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, you share 1-star reviews where you're turning off online ordering, and you go on to explain the logistics and the demand on a small business, understanding that all of these different ordering channels create different ordering challenges. Can you share a little bit about posting 1-star reviews in your videos?
Yeah, I've done that a few times now, and it's controversial, but it happens. And one of my customers actually pointed out to me years ago, before I had ownership of kind of the online presence, they wouldn't answer reviews. No one would answer reviews here. And their thought is like, people are going to talk, let them talk. We can't really help what they think. And I guess I kind of had that mentality too, until one of my customers was like, hey, I've seen these reviews online and like, you guys are really great. You need to address them. Like you need to respond to every review. So I did. I started responding to every single review, good or bad. I would, put my name on it and either tell them to contact me, address the situation, apologize, whatever it may be. And then I was like, I respond on Yelp and Google, and I'm sure other people are thinking the same things, and they're just not writing it online. And I'd like to clear the air. I'd like to let it be known, like, this is what's happening and this is what we're doing to right this situation. So every so often, I'll take a few 1-star reviews that honestly really grind my gears. I'm like, man, if you only knew what we were going through. And I'll put it out there because turning off online ordering has been a huge upset for a lot of my customers lately. But we're in like the realms of like going viral, and it's been amazing, but it's been super challenging. It's been like 100% from open to close every single day, to the point where we have tickets just falling on the floor. We drape them around our neck, like, and that's a great problem to have. Definitely not complaining, but it gets to the point where I can fit 85 people in my dining room and I have 300 orders. And I'm like, I need to chill out. Like, you can't please everyone all at the same time.
Tell us about the chicken Caesar wrap viral video.
Yeah, so I was always doing my day in the life. I started posting these like daily videos on TikTok and Instagram in January of 2025, sorry. And I was just going about my day. I said, hey, like, our new menu is about to come out. I want to put a new lunch special on it. I want to do a chicken Caesar wrap. So I was building this wrap every day, and I would listen to the comments. People would say, chop the croutons or chop the lettuce smaller, put croutons in it, mix it up, don't make whatever. So I would make it every day, and I would do another one. And then all of a sudden, this one guy got tagged in my video, and they're like, you need to try this one. Is Poppy Eats Charlotte. And I clicked on his thing in his first video. I'm trying to find the best chicken Caesar wrap in Charlotte. I was like, oh, that's crazy. So we messaged back and forth. I said, our Caesar wrap isn't on the menu yet. It's, it's still in the works. But, once I have what I want to do down, you're welcome to come try it. So we did, and he tried it before it was on the menu. I gave him one, and he fully disclosed that. And what he does is he goes in his car in the parking lot and eats the food and does a little review. And then he had ours and ranked it number 1 in Charlotte, but it wasn't on the menu yet. So I had people calling every day. So anytime I was here, I would make it for them before it was on the menu. Then it came on the menu late April, and we would get, I think we started like 25, 40 a day or something like that. And that was crazy for us because lunch was like very slow, like to the point where I was like, should we be open for lunch? This is not good. And that's why I needed something else to add to lunch. So fast forward a few months, we're still doing, that amount, and it's really great. Like, we finally have a handle on it. We feel like, okay, we could do this many a day. And then a few more people posted videos in July, just random customers. They don't really have like a huge following or anything. They're not foodie influencers. But some of them just went crazy viral, like 200,000, 400,000 views just for a little chicken Caesar wrap. And all of a sudden we started getting 75 a day, 100 a day, 150 a day. And we only sell them from 12 to 4 on a Tuesday through Saturday. 12 to 4 Tuesday. That's our lunch menu. And it was wild. And that was like the first instance of going like really, like, for us, that was like crazy viral. Like 2-hour waits for a chicken Caesar wrap.
At lunch. On a Wednesday.
At lunch. And it's wild. And it went from there. Now we're kind of in the throes of it again. Same thing happened with, we make a mega mozzarella. So we make this 1-pound mozzarella stick. And we've been doing it for over 2 years now. I think March will be 2 years. And it popped off a little bit at first. We would do like 20 a day, and we were like, holy crap, that's a lot. Like we hand cut these things, so that's like 2 loaves of mozzarella. And then again, a foodie influencer came through this time. I had no idea they were coming. I saw this video posted when I was sitting on my couch on a Saturday. I said, oh my gosh, here it goes again. Now this mega mozzarella, we're selling like 70 a day.
What?
So that's been wild. And we're currently in that right now. So now we have the Caesar wrap that we're still selling about 75 to 90 a day, and this mega mozzarella at the same time. I mean, tickets are like 5 mega mozzarellas and 6 Caesar wraps. And I'm like, okay, sure. So we have had to turn those online orderings off, just to go back to the original question. And that's why I posted that, that video of the 1-star review. Someone said, not accepting online orders, really bad first impression, in my opinion. And I just put it out there like, hey, it's true. Like, if you had 300 people at your door at one time, you would not be able to cook for everyone at the same time. We have a very small kitchen. We can do as much as we can, and our dining room is full. Like, we got to please the people that are sitting in our seats right now, and we can't take everyone at once. So
I think one of the things that I talk about a lot to restaurant owners is that no one's coming. Like, you think that if you have great product and you got a great team and you build a beautiful restaurant, that people are going to come. And unfortunately, I know from personal experience, 18 years running Cali barbecue, like, no one's coming, and like, no one cares unless you make them care. And like, we have modern tools like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, like all of these different platforms that they don't charge business owners to post content. And in fact, they make money the more that people are posting content off on those platforms. But some people believe that, oh, if I just start posting, then I'm going to go viral and then I'm going to have lines out the door. What you've done is completely different, is that you guys care about the craft. I mean, you came in and you started making things from scratch and sharing, hey, I'm learning how to make bread. Like, we don't know how to make bread, but I'm making bread and I'm learning how to make bread. And to your point about the chicken Caesar wrap, like, not only are you sharing it, but like, you're in menu development. Like, so this is so much of what we talk about is like, how do you build in public? So much of recipe development happens behind the scenes, and then you wait until it's on the menu and then you let people try it. But like, you're getting feedback in real time from the internet, from people that maybe they'll never go to Concord, North Carolina, right? But that's making the product better for the people that actually can go. And to the other point is that now, before you used to think, oh, I'll hire a PR firm and they're going to get me on local media and local TV, or I'll get in the local magazine or the local newspaper, and then people will know about us and then they'll come to our restaurant. Well, now, because of your viral video, you're getting asked to go on the news literally because of social media. Can you talk a little bit about the news experience, about, going viral and having cameras come in to tell your story?
Yeah, that's happened, I want to say 3 or 4 times now, where they've come in, and the first time was for the mega mozzarella. That was hysterical. The first time they came in, my staff was like, what is going on? Like, huge camera, news crew. They're like, okay, we're going to walk through this, 3, 2, 1, action. And they're like, do I have to be on camera? I'm like, no, you don't have to be on camera. But it's been really cool. It's been a fun experience. I don't know necessarily if it did much as far as like bringing people in, but it's just a really fun experience. It's nice to be recognized, and I know people have seen it, but honestly, social media trumps that, like 100%. It's being consistent, being out there every day, just showing the ins and outs, and maybe not even showing the ins and outs. That's not everyone's cup of tea, but just putting yourself out there and showing your product even every day is really worth it. Yeah,
I think what's cool is one of your videos, you were filming the media filming you. And it's something that we have done so many times. And what I tell restaurant owners, business owners, is that you don't know who's watching the local news. You don't know who's reading the local newspaper, if there even is a newspaper. You don't know who's reading them. Like, But I will tell you that somebody's on Facebook and somebody's on Instagram and someone's on TikTok. So like if you have an opportunity to bring them behind the scenes of like, what is it like to be on the news? What is it like to have all those cameras and to have producers and to have people, on live TV? People are interested in that because frankly, they don't get access to that. And you did a really good job of sharing that story. Can you talk a little bit about being a mom, being a restaurant owner and a mom? How do you balance?
Yeah. That's my favorite thing. I have 3 young girls, 8, 6, and 4, and they have literally grown up in this space. I think I went into labor with my oldest, Gabby, when we had our pizzeria next door. So they've been here from the very beginning, and trying to have balance with that and being a very hands-on owner is super difficult, and I'm still figuring it out every day. But yeah, I wish I had better answers for that. It's just still a work in progress. Trying to balance it all.
Yeah, I think for me, people ask me, it's actually they go, Sean, why do you post pictures of your kids? Why do you post pictures of your wife? Why do you post pictures? Like, don't you have a business life and a personal life? And I tell people, like, I have one life. Like, I am who I am across media, across barbecue, I love the Chargers. I love being a father. I love being a husband. I travel. My kids come with me when we go to like film at other restaurants. Now that we have a media company, like my daughter did a YouTube video last night. She's 6 years old and her and my son, they have a YouTube channel and she wants to do gymnastics videos. And she's like, Dad, so I'm walking her through like, okay, let's do the introduction. What are you trying to tell the audience? But for me, it's so important for them to learn how to communicate. I think it's something that, they know that we own the restaurant. Now they're in restaurant videos. So like, they come in and we make videos at the restaurant. I think that anybody that's listening to this, we can't live with fear. I mean, we can't live a fear of judgment of other people on the internet. And I think, what resonates so much about your story and what I spend so much time, we have so many shows and podcasts and I go speak to restaurant owners, is just, we live this crazy life. Like, this is a crazy business. It is not any easier today than it's been 18 years of like trying to figure out how to make a profitable restaurant, how to pay our team, how to take care of our team, how to retain our team, how to get them excited, how to take care of our community, how to give back, all of those things that we try to do on an every single day basis. And then we get kicked in the teeth, some equipment breaks or, the roof is leaking or like, you name it. It always seems to go wrong. It's the, Murphy's Law, but nonetheless, we love what we do, right? We have this deep belief in our community and the people around us. And for me, when I see your story and what you guys are doing in Concord, I know that that's happening all over the earth. And like, I truly believe a rising tide lifts all ships. And like restaurant owners like you, like me, like there's so many people out there that we can learn from. Like, I learn from your videos. Like, you having the courage to post your videos makes me know that there are other people that are maybe in Australia that have a small business that are, struggling and trying to figure it out and trying to balance being a mom and being a dad and, working with their parents and all of those things, but knowing like we have an opportunity to do something really cool, and like by doing something really cool is using social media, digital media, all this technology to do something different and unique. I'd love for you to talk a little bit about your tech stack. So we believe in technology. Can you tell us a little bit about your toast story?
Yeah, absolutely. We had another system before Toast that just didn't really align with what we were doing, pizzeria wise, and just a few other things that I knew could be done, but I just didn't know how to do them with the system that we had. So I looked into Toast and I begged and pleaded with my dad. Please. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but please. So he let me do it. He's kind of I'm the operations one. I'm here every day in and out, but he's like the money guy. He's watching. He's always looking, and he's very frugal. But I made a really good plea on that one, so we got it. And since we got just the POS, we added website, payroll, marketing, all the things that pretty much you could have with Toast. And it's been awesome. It's helped grow our business so much, especially, John, I don't even know what's the best thing, honestly. Everything that I added, I was like, oh, this makes it so much easier. Thank goodness. Like putting the website on there and having everything linked, like that it links our menu, and then we added like the integration. So I just have to change it in one spot. That saved my life.
Amazing.
That truly, like, so much time saved just switching that one thing, and so much less frustration for my customers, because I'm like, oh man, I didn't take it off of DoorDash, darn it. Like, so people are ordering whatever it is, and I'm like, we've been out of that for 3 hours.
Amazing. Are you using Toast Now, the app? Yeah. Are you using Toast IQ?
Yeah.
Have you been playing with it?
Yes, I use that
Really?
often.
Tell me,
now.
what do you...
I just found out about it. I just like logged in and I'm like, what is this thing? So I'm over there and I'm asking, what was our busiest day in 2025? Like, what was our most sold item? Da-da-da. And then asking it about like my labor costs and, what could I do to improve X, Y, Z? And it just spits out some answers. And sometimes it's a little off of what I said, but I can get the gist. Like I can retype my question a better way to get it to answer me how I need. But yeah, that's been a really cool feature that was added. And the Toast Now app, I use that multiple times a day for making things out of stock really quickly, or turning off our online ordering really quickly. Constantly toggling back and forth on that one. So it's been really, really
What do you
good.
think's the biggest mistake that you've made storytelling, doing social media? Do you have a story?
Trying to be too perfect. Honestly, trying to curate things in such a way that I feel like would be like pleasing to the eye, or like better to watch, and spending so much time on that. And like the other day I put a video out 2 days ago, and it was just like a short clip. I really had nothing to post. Like I wish I did. I don't have like some sort of content calendar or anything like that. I kind of just roll with the punches. I get out of my car, I'm like, what am I going to post today? What am I going to do? I try to start every day by like doing more of like that day in the life thing, but sometimes it just doesn't happen because we're insane. And I'm still in the kitchen. I still got things to prep and things to do. So the other day, I just had this random video of one of my girls making the mega mozzarella, and I took one and I weighed it to show that it's really a pound of cheese, and I put it out there, and I think I posted it at like 1 a.m. I was laying in my house and I didn't post anything today. I wonder if I should just post this now. It has 60,000 views. I'm like, that's all I had to do? I didn't have to sit there clipping out my ums and my, like, when you stop a sentence and your mouth makes that clicking sound. I'm always sitting there and I'm editing those out. I'm like, I just had to put together a 15-second video.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so just trying to be too polished.
I'd love to learn a little bit about your personal tech stack. So are you iPhone or Android? Which version?
I have a 12 Pro
12
Max.
Pro Max. Awesome. How many photos and videos are on your phone?
I think it didn't what's it called? It didn't back up the other day, and one of my servers here, she's techie. So I was like, Gina, take my phone. I can't record anything. What's happening? She's like, it didn't back up. She's like looking through my stuff. She was like, probably because you have 80,000 photos on here.
Amazing.
I was like, make it work.
Figure it out.
I'm trying to record these garlic knots coming out of the oven.
Do you prefer photos or videos?
Now videos. Which is crazy because I was a photographer for many years.
What is your favorite social platform right now?
It goes between TikTok and Instagram.
Are you creating the video first, or are you posting? How do you bring us into the creation process?
Yeah, I take all my videos just in the iPhone camera app, and then I bring them into InShot, the app InShot, and I'll edit it in there. I find editing in there is a lot easier than trying to like edit in TikTok. And then from there, I'll also do my voiceover in there if I do a lot of voiceovers, and then I'll upload it to TikTok first normally, and just I kind of go through and I put it on all the apps. But I use Instagram more to like update my customers, and that's linked to Facebook. Just goes all in one. So like yesterday we were running low on the mega mozzarella, and then we ran out of our Sunday special lasagna. So like I jumped on Instagram stories just to like put it out there. Hopefully someone saw it and was like, oh, okay, now I know. Don't be alarmed when you come in for your reservation at 7 and we don't have that. Sorry. But I use Instagram more for just being conversational with my customers.
How's YouTube Shorts going for you?
I have not jumped on the YouTube train, and I probably.
So we partner with Google and we go to events there, but from a search engine like AI search, from Gemini's perspective, like the local feature that, so you're already making the videos, posting them on YouTube Shorts, and then putting your actual tag will significantly help in AI search results.
Cool. Yeah.
Added some more homework for you.
It's fine. It's one more. It's fine.
Apple Maps or Google Maps?
Yeah. Well, if I'm on my phone, it's Apple. If I'm on my computer, it's Google.
Where do you listen to music? Which platform?
Spotify.
What is an app that you use a lot that you think people don't use or don't know about?
I feel like everyone uses the ones that I use, but maybe they don't. My constant ones are just TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Those are my three.
How many emails do you get a day?
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know how many I have a day, but I'm pretty sure I have 10,000 in my inbox right now.
So you're not inbox zero. You're notified.
No, I'm not anything zero. You should see my text messages.
Oh, really? You don't read text messages?
I read them, but like some of them are just like you can see what it says, and then I just don't open it.
Really?
I think there's like 9.
Wow.
I'm very type B, like to the extent where I think I might be a Z. I don't know.
Amazing.
I don't know how I keep it all together because I'm not.
What advice do you have to anyone that's listening to this, that's thinking about jumping off the cliff into restaurant ownership?
Yeah, I actually just recorded a video before this podcast saying, just go for it. Because either way, you're going to either mess up and get to try again, or it's going to be a success. So why not? Why not try? What's the worst that's going to happen? Like, you're going to get a few views and then you make another video, or put a menu item out there and it doesn't do what you want it to do. You're going to change the menu in like a few months. So why not just try? And I've kind of had that mentality my whole business life, starting with the wedding photography. I grew that business from nothing to I was traveling to California and Mexico and doing all these weddings. And I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Traveling internationally to shoot someone's wedding? Sure, sign me up. And now I'm doing a business podcast. I've never done that before, but I commented on your video and
amazing. Yeah, thank you for commenting. And that goes for anybody watching or listening. Your story matters. We are collecting as many of these as possible. So if you're listening, if you're watching, please reach out to me at Sean P. Walchef on Instagram is the fastest. I post there every single day, but I'm available on all platforms. My team is weirdly available. Podcast at CaliBBQ.media. We also do live shows every Wednesday and every Friday. We live stream on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. You can go to betheshow.media/rising tides and be a part of that community. We have restaurateurs all over the globe, technology professionals, storytellers, entrepreneurs, really good group of people. Julie, I hope you can join us for some of those shows. We would love to introduce you to the community. You have a great story. We're going to put links to Basilico Italiano into the show notes. Please give her a follow. Let her know you heard the podcast. Let her know to keep going. You're an inspiration to not only your community, but your voice reaches places that you have no idea. Like That's the craziest thing. You're one post away. You're one story away from changing the trajectory of your business. I mean, I have a media business on top of my restaurant, all because I was willing to look stupid and sound stupid and make some videos and podcasts. And now I get to have really cool conversations as part of my job. So, Julia, thank you for taking the time. Any parting words?
I don't think so. Just thank you for having me. I'm really excited to kind of grow this part of the business.
Amazing.
Too.
Yeah, I can't wait for your first brand deals. You're gonna have those ovens that you want and those fryers that you want. You can be a spokesperson for that growth side of your business. Thank you so much. As always, guys, stay curious, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you guys next episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this long, you are part of the community. You're part of the tribe. We can't do this alone. We started, no one was listening. Now we have a community of digital hospitality leaders all over the globe. Please check out our new series called Restaurant Technology Substack. It's a Substack newsletter. It's free. It's some of our deep work on the best technology for restaurants. Also, go to YouTube and subscribe to Cali Barbecue Media. Cali BBQ Media on YouTube. We've been putting out a lot of new original content. Hopefully you guys like that content. If you want to work with us, go to betheshow.media. We show up all over the United States, some international countries. We would love to work with you and your growing brand on digital storytelling. You can reach out to me anytime at Sean P. Walchef on Instagram. I'm weirdly available. Stay curious, get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you next episode.